Hello and welcome in to the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Classification for 11th and 12th place at the FIBA U17 World Cup is up next as Côte d'Ivoire face New Zealand. Caroline Bullock here as we get ready to tip off very shortly. Now, Côte d'Ivoire making their World Cup debut. They finished third in Group D, had a loss in round 16 to Puerto Rico, and then a win against Cameroon in the classification games on Friday, and a loss to Slovenia yesterday. It was Jean-Charles Seranci with 12 points leading the way yesterday against Slovenia. And for New Zealand, we see them doing the haka there. Their starting five will be Jaden Cecil, Liam Coe, Tafiti Kate, Zach Rampton and Marco Sula. Coming into this game, third in Group C. They had a loss in round 16 to Serbia and then a win against Japan on Friday in the classification games. And then a loss to China yesterday, and it was Jaden Cecil with 25 points. The leading scorer yesterday against China, 5 made threes. He is the competition's leading scorer, and we've just seen him have an absolutely incredible tournament for New Zealand. So if we take a look at the starting fives for Côte d'Ivoire, it will be Barakel Kofi, Omar Magang-Suba, Nathan Jacko, Jean-Philippe Oka and Rafael Ouedraogo. The Côte d'Ivoire making their debut at the U17 World Cup. They have 2 wins so far, and they're looking to try and finish strong today in this 11th and 12th placing game. So tip-off coming up very shortly. And New Zealand coming into this game averaging 88.3 points per game. That's good for 5th in the competition. Côte d'Ivoire with 75.5 points per game in 12th. Team's just making some final adjustments before they come out onto the floor. And the winner of this game will finish in 11th place this year at the U17 World Cup in Istanbul. We've had an absolutely fantastic tournament so far, and still lots more to come. The final coming up later today, along with the 3rd place game, and Slovenia and China taking each other on to finish in 9th and 10th place. All the action live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe, keep up to date with all the action. Follow along with @NextGenHoops on social media on Instagram and X. Use the hashtag FIBA U17. Loads of great highlights from across the competition. And if you've missed any of the games, you can go back and watch them on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. But right here, right now, we're getting ready for tip-off between the Côte d'Ivoire and New Zealand. Côte d'Ivoire in white and New Zealand in black. And first possession will go to Côte d'Ivoire. And a quick basket and a quick start as Ouedraogo gets the points on the board for Côte d'Ivoire. Cecil for New Zealand has had the hot hand all tournament long, averaging just under 29 points a game for New Zealand. And Sula lays in the floater. Tied at 2-all. And Ouedraogo under the basket. Great positioning there from Rafael Ouedraogo. As the foul goes against New Zealand, so they pick up their first team foul. And first free throw is good for Jean-Philippe Oka. Oka averaging 12.3 points a game for Côte d'Ivoire. Was named the Under-16 Afrobasket MVP last year when Côte d'Ivoire won the gold medal at that competition. And a player with a really bright future. And always exciting to see players when they're coming through the age groups, coming through under 16 now at under 17, just stepping it up to the next level. Jacko, shot doesn't fall, but rebound. Côte d'Ivoire, they'll get another chance. Oka into the corner. And it will be New Zealand possession. So a 3-2 lead early on here for Côte d'Ivoire in the first minute of the game. The winner of this game will finish in the 11th place. Rampton hands off. Ball's loose, Côte d'Ivoire have it. 2-on-1 break. And they'll finish. A great run there from Côte d'Ivoire. They have a 3-point lead as Cecil looks to answer and takes it all the way to the basket. Gets himself onto the scoreboard for New Zealand. And Cecil, such a threat out there on the floor because he can score from anywhere on court. He likes to get to the basket. He's got that mid-range shot and can also hit the three. Had a huge 6 made threes in his debut in their opening game against Turkey, where he dropped 42 points. An absolutely outrageous stat line, the 3rd highest score of all time at the U17 World Cup. And a great pass inside. And Ouedraogo finishing at the rim. Rafael Ouedraogo has come out with purpose today for Côte d'Ivoire. And New Zealand can't get it to go under the basket, but a foul is called, so 2 free throws to come. It'll be Zach Rampton at the foul line for New Zealand. Rampton playing for the U16 Asia Cup last year, where New Zealand won the bronze medal. He averaged 7 points, 7.7 points and 6 rebounds in that competition. Again, another player moving up to the U17 level. So you'll see teams across this competition. So they'll have players that have that familiarity, have built those connections coming up through U16, U17. When they move on to U18, U20 into the senior teams, it really helps nations and programs really build their teams in that way. So Côte d'Ivoire ball. Kofi will set things up. Oka. Oka passing inside under the basket. It's short. A foul against Côte d'Ivoire, so that will be their 2nd. It's a 1-point game here in the first quarter. 7:57 to play. New Zealand possession. Cecil drives all the way, scoops it up, can't get it to fall though. As Jacko driving, hangs in the air, and the tip from Oka. Jean-Philippe Oka giving Côte d'Ivoire a 3-point lead here. Cecil's 3 doesn't drop. Rebounded by Ko. Another chance for New Zealand. Ko fakes, drives. That's short. Côte d'Ivoire back on the attack as Jacko has it. Takes it. Leaves it short. Kate doing a good job on the rebound there, just securing it for New Zealand as Cecil can't get it to go. And, oh, the lob didn't drop. Oka went up for the dunk, but it was a bit too strong on the pass. But you can see how Côte d'Ivoire like to play. They like to run, get that fast break. They always have players down the floor in transition, just ready and waiting. And they like to play quickly. And at the other end, a foul called. So that's the 3rd on Côte d'Ivoire. So maybe something to look out for here for them. 3 fouls, we've got 6:52 to play. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're giving away any easy shots at the foul line if you get into the bonus too early on. So Liam Ko for New Zealand gets the first to fall. Ko had a 20-point game against Turkey and against Japan earlier in the week, gets the second. 2-point game. Daly Pohillo checks in for New Zealand after that substitution. Kofi. Kofi looking for some help. Finds it on the wing. Three's up, that's short. Rebound Pohillo. Pryor. Back to Pohillo, cutting to the basket. An instant impact for Pohillo off the bench for New Zealand. Kofi. It's a 1-point New Zealand lead. The ball's loose but kept by Côte d'Ivoire. Jacko, 5 seconds on the clock. Jacko spinning, hangs in the air, off the back iron. And a foul called on the shot. Time running down for Côte d'Ivoire. It'll give them 2 free throws at the foul line. New Zealand up 10-9. Jean-Philippe Oka with 5 points and 4 rebounds already in just under 4 minutes of play. And he's such a strong rebounder, 3.2 offensive rebounds a game throughout this competition. He's been averaging 8.2 rebounds for Côte d'Ivoire. Doesn't get the roll on the second. New Zealand have the ball. Cecil. Pryor. Excuse me, that's Kate. It's taken away by Côte d'Ivoire. Jacko will reset. Kofi. Kofi steps back. And Kone on the baseline. That'll be a step out of bounds. So New Zealand will have the ball. A 1-point New Zealand lead, 10-9, 5:30 to play in the first quarter. Cecil. Pohillo. Pryor has it. Pryor finds some space, finds a gap in the defense. 2 shots to come at the line. Lawson Pryor with 5.5 points a game. It's come off the bench. Had a quick impact for New Zealand. Already grabbed 2 rebounds. Gets himself to the free throw line. Doesn't get the first. And Pryor, again, another player that was out at the Under-16 Asia Cup last year. Averaging just under 11 points a game and 4 rebounds. Second's good. It's a 2-point lead for New Zealand. Single possession game. Magasubi swings it round. Jacko thought about it. Jacko lines it up. Too strong off the glass, but another chance here as Kanate grabs the offensive rebound. Kicks it to the corner. Kofi is ready and waiting. Won't drop, but a foul on the floor. So that's the 4th now against New Zealand. So New Zealand on 4 team fouls. Côte d'Ivoire also on 4 team fouls. And with just under 5 minutes to play, the next foul will put each team in the bonus and send the other to the foul line for the rest of the quarter. Côte d'Ivoire to inbound. Falls into Oka. Floater eventually rolls in. And we're tied at 11 all. Cecil. Cooper to the basket, lays it in, and Jackson Cooper, such a quick player. We've seen him do that all tournament long, drive into the basket, just needs a bit of space and he'll take advantage of it. But that's all he needs, just that slight window of opportunity, and he'll really take advantage of it. So Côte d'Ivoire ball from the end line. Jacko. Jacko driving inside, hands it off underneath the basket. Konate found himself a bit too far underneath the basket, but Oka can't finish on the shot. Let us know in the comments on the YouTube channel where you're watching from. Who do you think's going to win? You can vote in our poll. Will it be New Zealand? Will it be Côte d'Ivoire? Who is going to finish in 11th place at the U17 World Cup? Let us know what you think in the comments on YouTube. As a foul is called under the basket, so goes against New Zealand, and that is now their 5th team foul. Puts Côte d'Ivoire at the line. Largely Konate shooting 2 for Côte d'Ivoire. Konate with a big 8-rebound game against Serbia earlier in the competition. Gets himself onto the scoreboard today. He's already pulled down 3 rebounds so far, playing around just over 2 minutes. But again, he has that impact when he comes off the bench for Côte d'Ivoire. Doesn't get the second to go, but Oka with the rebound and the putback. And Jean-Philippe Oka. It's a 1-point game. New Zealand up by 1. Excuse me, it's a 1-point Côte d'Ivoire lead. There's Cooper. Kicks it out to the corner. Kate hits it from outside. As Côte d'Ivoire look to respond. Fadiga. Out to the corner. 3's up. Off the back iron, rebound slips through the hands of Côte d'Ivoire, so New Zealand take it. Chance for Côte d'Ivoire to go ahead on this possession to tie or take the lead. Fadiga, 7 seconds. Oh, what a pass inside. That was a really tough pass and an even tougher finish from Oka. And Jean-Philippe Oka is putting on a show here for the fans. And then another 3 from outside for New Zealand. Just blow for blow here in the first quarter. Both teams coming out strong. 19-16, New Zealand leading Côte d'Ivoire. Cooper hitting from outside for New Zealand, and everybody getting in on the action. As the 3 doesn't drop, and you can see just under the basket there, William Passon with a really strong box out, just stopping Côte d'Ivoire, getting to the boards, allows his teammates to get the rebound for New Zealand. And Patton, one of those players that will do that work off the ball that might not necessarily show up on the stat sheet. Certainly a player to watch out for, especially with his presence on defense. And the short jumper goes for Konate. 1-point game, just over a minute to play in the first. Kate runs into traffic, ball's loose. Côte d'Ivoire have it. And stepping through inside, finishing off the window. Mangasuba. And another 3 from outside for New Zealand. It is raining 3s here in Istanbul as Lawson Pryor getting in on the action. New Zealand take a 2-point lead. And ball's underneath the basket. Kanate ties the game at 22-all. 12 seconds in the quarter. New Zealand can hold for the last possession here. Kate. 3 seconds. Kate driving, goes to the basket, gets the roll at the buzzer. And what a finish there for New Zealand. Takes the lead up to 2, 24-22. But Tafurti Kate at the buzzer, using the time, using the clock, knowing exactly how long he has left, times it to perfection, and finishes the quarter with a nice layup at the basket. So New Zealand leading 24-22. Both teams shooting really well from the field, 62% for New Zealand to 59% for Côte d'Ivoire. New Zealand hitting 3 threes already, and you can see there the big difference on the board, 16 rebounds to 8 for Côte d'Ivoire over New Zealand. And they've been able to take advantage of those second chance points. So 10 offensive rebounds for Côte d'Ivoire to New Zealand's 1, and they have 6 second chance points. And in tight games, the second chance points so crucial. Really important for teams to crash that offensive glass, get those rebounds, and get their team a second chance. So a big thank you to everybody watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. And we're back underway for the second quarter. Let us know where you're watching from. Who are you supporting in the comments? You can vote in our poll. Who do you think is going to win and finish in 11th place? Will it be New Zealand picking up their 3rd win of the competition, or will it be Côte d'Ivoire in their debut at the U17 World Cup that come out on top and finish in 11th place in these classification games? You can also check out the game predictor on the FIBA U17 World Cup website. Guess the winner and the margin of victory in games, and be in with a chance of winning an official FIBA U17 game ball and Nike gift cards. But back underway here for the second quarter. A really tight first quarter, just a single possession in it. It is New Zealand possession, and Cecil in the corner leaves it short. And rebounds not able to be kept hold of, but it will be Côte d'Ivoire possession. So a chance to tie or take the lead here. Fadiga takes it, lays it in. Fadiga gets himself onto the scoreboard. We're tied at 24-all. Ko working on the baseline. Had to pass out, but it was taken away by Fadiga. Can't get it to go at the other end. Okay, look to pass to Cecil, waiting in the corner. Now that's something that Côte d'Ivoire might need to look at here. So Jaden Cecil, obviously a lights-out shooter from everywhere on the court, but that corner spot where he's going to look to line up a 3, you don't want to leave him open. You don't want to leave him any space at all to try and get that shot off, because such a deadly shooter from there. So 24-all. New Zealand ball. Into Cecil. Brings it round. 3 doesn't drop from the corner. Fadiga with the rebound. That's 2 rebounds for Fadiga. And again, he's been a real impact player off the bench for Côte d'Ivoire. Doumbouya. Ball's deflected. And who has it? New Zealand have it. No, it's taken away back by Côte d'Ivoire, and it's Fadiga again with the steal. And a foul called, but Fadiga, Ibrahim Fadiga, off the bench. Just his quickness, his hands are everywhere. He's knocking that ball away. He's ready to come up with the steal. And then Omar Mangasuba fouled on the shot, so he'll get a couple of free throws. you can see both teams hustling on every single possession, just working really, really hard. So Mangasuba hits the first free throw. Had a 13.6 rebound game against Cameroon earlier in the competition. Also part of that U16 Afrobasket team that won the gold medal last year. So Côte d'Ivoire go on top, 25-24. Cecil over to Côte. Côte threes up, off the rim. And he comes up with a steal and Cecil throws it down! What a play from Cecil, the steal and the finish. He's certainly made a name for himself in this U17 World Cup. If you didn't know the name Jaden Cecil, you certainly do now. The competition's leading scorer, 28.5 points per game. As he gets it in the corner, shot spins out. Tied at 26 all. Côte d'Ivoire ball. Fadiga. Fadiga hands off under the hoop. Mangasuba leaves it short. New Zealand have it. Cecil. Kate back to Cecil. Cecil blocked on the baseline. Ouedraogo having himself a block party down there. The ball goes out of bounds and it will be New Zealand ball. Both teams really playing at high intensity basketball here, playing at a really fast pace. .709 to play, 26 all. Cecil pulls up from deep, it's off the front of the rim. Fadiga, round to Jacko. Jacko, a tough shot, can't finish. But ready and waiting under the basket, Canate grabs his 5th rebound of the game. Oh, excuse me, he's got me tongue-tied. Takes himself up to 7 points. And New Zealand not able to finish at the other end. 2-point Côte d'Ivoire lead. Doumbouya steps back for 3, nails it! Cecil and Doumbouya with a big shot from outside for Côte d'Ivoire. Cecil for New Zealand. And the ball will go out of bounds. So it's a 5-point lead for Côte d'Ivoire. Their biggest lead of the game so far. Neither team had led by more than 3 up until that point, that shot from the corner. Fadiga all the way to the hole, gets the roll. And again, Ibrahim Fadiga is just finding those gaps in the defense, finds a way to get to the basket. And Fadiga again hangs in the air and foul on the shot. So that goes against New Zealand. They pick up their 2nd foul here in the 2nd quarter. It's Fadiga all the way. And the foul on the shot, you can see there on the replay. So a timeout called, 33-26. Côte d'Ivoire leading New Zealand. So teams coming back out onto the court, 5:38 to play. (33-26), Côte d'Ivoire leading New Zealand. And Fadiga at the foul line, shot bounces off. And it's taken away by Matthias Thompson. Thompson out of the court for the first time for New Zealand as Kate has it. Swings it round to Cecil. Ball's loose. Picked up by Fadiga. Jacko! Not that time. And Cecil has an open court and he'll take it and slam it down. Cecil now up to 6 points for New Zealand. Puts it down to a 5-point game. Threes off the rim, but offensive board goes to Côte d'Ivoire, and we've got a foul underneath the basket. That'll be the third against New Zealand. So New Zealand on 3 team fouls. Côte d'Ivoire yet to commit a foul here in this quarter. Putting themselves in a very good position. So Kofi on the inbound. Ouedraogo. Jacko to the basket. And Ouedraogo cleaning up the glass. Again, another offensive rebound for Ouedraogo. That's his 4th. As Pryor can't answer for New Zealand. Kofi into the corner. Back to Kofi. Doumbouya has it. Saransi lines up a 3. Won't drop. And a foul on the floor against New Zealand. So now that's their 4th. One more is going to put them in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Ouedraogo over to Saransi. Kofi setting things up with 5 seconds on the clock. Kofi stops, pulls up, hangs in the air, tips it. Ouedraogo can't hold on to it. New Zealand back down the court. Cecil to Pryor. Good ball movement from New Zealand as the 3 doesn't drop. And we're going to have a jump ball called here. And it is Côte d'Ivoire possession. They have a 7-point lead, the biggest lead of the game so far for either team. 3:49 to play. Kofi against Cecil. Kofi kicks it out to Jacko. 3's up, off the rim. New Zealand will let it go out of bounds as they'll get the ball back. So the winner of this game will finish in 11th place here at the U17 World Cup in Istanbul. Côte d'Ivoire making their debut after winning the U16 Afrobasket last year, as Cecil adds 2 more for New Zealand, cuts it down to a 5-point game. Kofi spinning out to the corner. Jacko ready and waiting. Won't go, but the putback and the finish from Ouedraogo. And Raphael Ouedraogo again crashing the boards. Standing at 6-10 for Côte d'Ivoire. 6 rebounds today. Has 8 points so far. A double-double against Puerto Rico with 19 points and 12 rebounds. Also had 5 steals in that game. And shot 81% from the field. He's been a really exciting player to watch going on throughout this tournament. And he certainly will be going forward in the future. So, last touch. New Zealand, Côte d'Ivoire have it. Fresh 14 on the clock. Shot short, Cecil grabs the rebound. And foul goes against Côte d'Ivoire, so their first foul of the quarter as New Zealand go from the sideline. And substitutions for Côte d'Ivoire. New Zealand down 7, looking to cut into this Côte d'Ivoire lead. As the ball goes out of bounds, New Zealand will pick up full court here. Kofi averaging just under 10 points a game for Côte d'Ivoire. Thought about it, passes round. Baseline drive met in the air. A big block from New Zealand as Pryor takes it down the court. Oh, and swatted out of the gym. A huge rejection from Côte d'Ivoire. An absolutely monster block. A volleyball spike. Rafael Ouedraogo jumping out of the gym and says, get that ball out of here. Cecil from behind the arc, nets it. Goes loose underneath the basket. That was a long 2 from Cecil on that last shot. Just a step inside the arc. Cecil now into double figures though for New Zealand with 10 points. And it's a 5-point Côte d'Ivoire lead as they want a timeout, want to talk things over with head coach Eric Anderson-Affey. 37-32, Côte d'Ivoire leading over New Zealand. And big shout out to Moonshine Holler in the comments, watching from Kentucky, a big college basketball fan and looking to stay ahead of the international recruiting. I like that approach, checking out the competition internationally and seeing who you might see playing some Division I basketball maybe in the future. And let us know where you're watching from. Who are you supporting in the comments here on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. But we are back underway, just under 2 minutes to play. And it's a 5-point Côte d'Ivoire lead. New Zealand looking to make it a single possession, but the ball's loose. Duncan fighting for it, able to save it for New Zealand. 5 seconds on the clock. And oh, another huge block. Oh my goodness, spiking it out of the gym. Jean-Philippe Oka says, not in my house. The block from behind. I'm sure we're going to see that back on some of the highlight reels. Check out @NextGenHoops. Hashtag FIBA U17. And another one. Jean-Philippe Oka is having a block party and New Zealand are the only ones invited. Has such a good read of the offense, able to time that block really well. Such a difficult thing to do as well, not to commit the foul, but Oka stays with his defender, times it to perfection. So Côte d'Ivoire looking to increase their lead. 37-32, just over 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Budrago working his way inside, leaves it short. Cecil has it for New Zealand. Looks for a path, but kicks it out to the corner. Three's too strong, but diving in for the rebound. And then a handoff underneath the basket, but a whistle on the play. So that will be 2 free throws for New Zealand. Noah Duncan. Four rebounds today for Duncan. He's been averaging just over 4 points a game and under 5 rebounds. Doesn't get the roll on the first. And a tournament high of 12 points against Japan, with 1 more to come. Doesn't get it to go, but offensive rebound to New Zealand. They'll get another chance. And working inside under the basket. Pahio not able to finish. We hit the final minute of the first half. Fadiga passes over. Jacko. Kanate can't get it to fall. New Zealand again looking to make this a single possession game as Cecil lines it up and drills it. And it's now just a 2-point game. Côte d'Ivoire looking to set something up. Oka. Fadiga. 8 seconds, Fadiga launches from deep, won't drop. And New Zealand can hold for the last shot here. 3 seconds, Cecil has it. Cecil from behind the line at the buzzer. What a shot there from Jaden Cecil. A huge shot for New Zealand as time expires at the end of the first half. Takes New Zealand to 38 points and a 1-point lead. That score will just be updated on your screen in a moment, but it is a 38-37 lead for New Zealand as we head into halftime. You can see there, and both teams really evenly matched. 43% from the field for both teams. 5 threes for New Zealand. But Côte d'Ivoire, they have been crashing the glass. 35 rebounds to 26 for New Zealand. And they've been getting those offensive rebounds as second chance points. And you can see there, leading all scorers, Jaden Cecil, 16 points personal. And leading the way for Côte d'Ivoire, it's Jean-Philippe Oka with 9 points and 5 rebounds. An absolutely fantastic first half of basketball in this 11th and 12th place classification game here at the U17 FIBA World Cup in Istanbul. Loads more action to come in the second half. We've also got the final 3rd place game and classification game for 9th and 10th place. And you can catch all the action on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly.
Cracks the close out, feet Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
That corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia. And what a finish.
Didn't overplay it as well. Players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion. Good rebound, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans here, Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing.
Brian is there. He's ready. He's ready. And for a moment, I didn't think the pass was going to come from Goodnight. Bunte slaps it on home. Come in, boy. Come in, son. Côte gets the ball into play. Oh, what a beautiful block that is! Costa Rica! Off the dribble to the rim, Wella! Bonjour, Saba!
The way France have started is doing a great job against this crowd.
Could have been blown well out of the water by this point. Bunte.
Oh, beautiful pass round the back from Beckham Black. Kua takes off. The crocodile says snap. And Akua jams it on the U.S. defense. Oh my goodness! Silencing things here in the arena. Nikola Kustrica.
Williams, Young, Collins here. They've done such a good job on the defensive end.
Body to body, chest to chest. That was absolutely filthy from Montgomery. Stuck it all over the defender. Kutlai kicks it. Homer Sheik steps it back. The three. Sheik. Homer Sheik. Say Sheik. Live in France like a Sheik come out.
A lot of good possessions for Australia that the Americans still.
Oh my goodness! CJ Rossa with an absolutely stunning play. Puts his defender through the mincer.
Caitlin Clark gets to the passing lane, goes coast to coast for the and one opportunity.
Fills it up. It's all right.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
Attack corner Baki and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia. And what a finish.
Didn't overplay. Players about playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion. Rebound, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Brian is there. He's ready. He's ready. And for a moment, I didn't think the pass was going to come from Goodnight. Bunte slaps it on home. Come in, boy. Come in, son. Côte gets the ball into play. Oh, what a beautiful block that is! Costa Rica. Off the dribble to the rim, Wella. Bonjour, Saba.
No, the way France have started is doing a great job against this crowd.
Should have been blown well out the water by this point. Bunte.
Oh, beautiful pass round the back from Beckham Black. Akua takes off. The crocodile says snap. And Akua jams it on the U.S. defense. Oh my goodness! Silencing things here in the arena. Nikola Kustrica.
Williams, Young, Collins here. They've done such a good job on the defensive end.
Ah! Body to body, chest to chest. That was absolutely filthy from Montgomery. Stuck it all over the defender. Kutlai kicks it. Homer Sheik steps it back. The three. Sheik. Homer Sheik. Say Sheik. Live in France like a Sheik kebab.
Been a lot of good possessions for Australia that the Americans still.
Oh my goodness! CJ Rossa with an absolutely stunning play. Puts his defender through the mincer.
Caitlin Clark gets to the passing lane, goes coast to coast for the and one upper
Welcome back into the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel as we get ready for the second half between Côte d'Ivoire and New Zealand in this 11th and 12th place classification game here at the U17 World Cup in Istanbul. New Zealand took a 1-point lead at the very end of the first half, 38-37, as Cecil beat the buzzer and picks up where he left off at the end of that first half. So back-to-back buckets there to end the second quarter and to open the third quarter for Jaden Cecil, doing what he does best, putting the ball in the basket for New Zealand. And that gives them a 4-point lead. Côte d'Ivoire answers straight away. And threes from both teams. And it's a 1-point game, 41-40. Côte driving and gets the bounce. And both teams with a hot start in this third quarter. Not even a minute played. And we're going blow for blow. It's exactly what we saw in the first half. These teams match up really well. There's Manga Subi's shot spins out. Oka can't finish on the putback. As Côte takes it down the court. Côte all the way, scoops it up but leaves it short. And a foul called. Zach Rampton there was driving in for the rebound. Tried to finish on the putback, couldn't get it to drop. But Rampton will go to the line for two. Rampton with 2 10-rebound games earlier this tournament against Puerto Rico and Japan for New Zealand. Had a big 7 offensive rebound game against Japan as well, so makes a real impact on the boards. And doesn't get the second to drop, but New Zealand get another chance. Côte. Ball's intercepted. Manga Subi throws it down. And Manga Subi the steal and the finish. Cecil. Cecil leading all scorers with 19 points so far. Finds Kate into the corner. Ball will go out of bounds and Côte d'Ivoire have it back. I think Manga Suba there heard Mata443 in the comments on the YouTube channel asking for our thoughts on the dunk of the tournament. We've seen some absolutely fantastic ones so far throughout this competition here in Istanbul. Let us know what you've enjoyed. What's been your highlight dunk of the tournament so far as the ball just goes out of bounds. Côte d'Ivoire not able to keep it inside the lines. And great to see the support for both teams. We've got people watching from Perth, in Australia, in Kentucky, people supporting the Elephants in Côte d'Ivoire. Remember to like and subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, you can go back and watch all the games on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Follow along at NextGenHoops. Use the hashtag FIBA U17 on Instagram and X. And you can see some of those highlight dunks that we've had on social media if you want to watch them back. So Cecil, catch and shoot! Splashes in from outside. He is on fire at the moment for New Zealand. 22 points for Cecil and gives New Zealand the lead. It was Cecil with a huge 42 points in his debut against Turkey. Oh, he cannot be stopped in transition. Just gets the ball to go. Cecil absolutely lightning here in the third quarter for New Zealand. And a really strong start to the third quarter here for New Zealand. A 12-5 run. And New Zealand putting up 14 points in that second quarter, 12 points in 3 minutes of play already. So they've come out with intent here in the third quarter. Cecil now with 25 points, has hit 5 3-pointers. Saransi can't get it to go. Kanasi gets a second chance as Oka under the basket. No good. Cecil. Kate. Kate driving inside, reverses the ball in. And just like that, it's a 10-point New Zealand lead. Matching their total in the second quarter in just 3.5 minutes here in the third. They have the 5th best offense in the competition at 88.3 points a game. And they're showing just why here in the third as Oka can't get his 3 to fall. Rampton secures the ball. Pass to Côte on the baseline. The defense from Côte d'Ivoire just putting the shot off as Kate pulls up with the short jumper. It's off the back iron. And ball's loose. Côte d'Ivoire needs some help to get it over the halfway line. They will. Good recovery there. And great hands from Sula, just getting in the way, deflecting that ball. Ten-point New Zealand lead. No look pass into the corner. Shot doesn't drop. Jacko takes the rebound. Côte d'Ivoire back on the attack. And shots up, but it's off the rim. And Cecil pulls up, hits another! Jaden Cecil, oh my goodness! 28 points, 6 made threes. Absolutely unstoppable here in the third quarter, and he has no hesitation. He is going to take that shot. He knows he can make it. His teammates know he can make it. Every single person watching knows he's going to make it. And what a run it's been here for New Zealand in the third quarter. 55-42. They lead Côte d'Ivoire with just over 5 minutes to play in the third. And Jaden Cecil with 12 points in this third quarter, all from threes. An absolutely incredible start to the third quarter for him. And as I said earlier, he has really made a name for himself in this tournament. This is his FIBA competition debut. And in the opening game against Turkey, dropped a huge 42 points, the third ever highest score at the U17 World Cup. He then had 37 points against Serbia in the round of 16. His high this tournament is 7 threes against Japan when he had 31 points. He's hit 6 threes today for 28 points as Côte d'Ivoire look to answer. Unlucky for that not to fall. Shot was in the cylinder, bounced down. A foul called against New Zealand, that was their second. Kofi into Oka, swings it round. Oka on the baseline, can't finish the dunk, but Udrago's there for the putback. And the lead has really swung for New Zealand here, so if you're Côte d'Ivoire, you want to try and take this possession by possession, get it down to a 10-point game, but New Zealand extending the lead. As Oka grabs the offensive board. And a foul on the floor, so New Zealand pick up their third team foul. And coming up after this game, We have Australia and Turkey in the bronze medal game, followed by Slovenia and China in the 9th and 10th placing games, and then the final between USA and Serbia coming up later today on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. You spend the rest of the day watching basketball. We've had some great games so far. This one has been an absolutely fantastic one so far, and loads more action still to come. As under the basket, Duncan takes the rebound. Ko out to Cecil. Cecil, that one's short. I think the New Zealand crowd would have erupted if that one had have gone down. But ball stays with New Zealand. They have a 13-point lead. Balled into Cecil. Cecil steps into a three and will knock it down. 7 made threes for Cecil. Jaden Cecil, absolutely unreal performance, as he has done game after game, and then Côte d'Ivoire finishing with the dunk at the other end. And Oka just skying in for the putback, slams it down. And Jean-Philippe Oka, 9 points and 7 rebounds, has 3 blocks. We saw him just spiking the ball out of the gym in the first half. Oh, excuse me, it's Kofi at the line here. Doesn't get the first. Kofi with 8 rebounds against Puerto Rico. And a 20-point game against Australia. Our second's good. And Ouedraogo jams it down. Ouedraogo rocking the rim. Getting into this New Zealand lead. I think we have a slight issue with the scoreboard on screen, so we will keep you updated. The score is currently 60-48 for New Zealand. 3:08 to play. So we'll get that fixed for you as soon as possible, but it is a 60-48 lead for New Zealand over Côte d'Ivoire at the moment. Pryor. Kofi with the deflection and the steal, hanging in the air, doesn't get it to fall. Ball's back down the court, Pryor has it. And the nice lay-in from Pahigo increases the lead for New Zealand. Up 62-48. Ball's out to Quadio. Oka. Oka setting things up for Côte d'Ivoire. Oka gonna take it and make it. A whistle as the ball goes out of bounds, so it's a 62-50 lead for New Zealand over Côte d'Ivoire. We'll see substitution for New Zealand as Jackson Cooper checks in. So New Zealand ball from the baseline. It's a 12-point New Zealand lead. Score on screen is not updating, but we will get that fixed for you. So 12-point New Zealand lead. Cooper gets the ball in. Kate's there. Pujillo. Shots off. Quadio takes it down the floor. Over to Kofi. Kofi finds a gap, goes to the basket, draws the foul. Kofi will go back to the free throw line. So Barakel Kofi, 2 points today, 3 rebounds. Doesn't get the bounce on the free throw. Gets the second though. And New Zealand all the way down the floor at the other end. As Kofi has it, spins to the basket, hands in the air. Shot's no good, and New Zealand back down the court. Cooper. Kate swings it round. Back to Kate. Cooper. And ball's knocked away. Good hands there from Kofi. New Zealand retain possession. Kate looks to inbound. Cooper. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Zula's shot doesn't go. Côte d'Ivoire looking to cut into this lead. It's a 13-point lead. 64-51, New Zealand leading Côte d'Ivoire. Quadio. Konate has it. Konate working his way inside. A great finish at the basket. Patient basketball. Great footwork there from Konate. Those balls intercepted by Quadio. And Joyce Quadio has had quite an impact since he's come off the bench. And then a block from Sula. But Kofi, again, takes it to the basket, leaves it short, and it will be New Zealand ball. Joyce Quadio, since coming on to the court for Côte d'Ivoire, he has played around 4 minutes so far. He's a +2 in a game that Côte d'Ivoire are down by 11, so you can see the impact that he's having there, especially off the ball. As foul goes against Côte d'Ivoire. That will be free throws to come for New Zealand. So we are getting the scoreboard corrected for you. That'll be fixed as soon as we can do, but it is 64-53 for Côte d'Ivoire. And out onto the break. Oh, blocks from behind. The chase down block. Great hustle there from New Zealand. That looked like it was going to be a clear path to the basket. Lawson Pryor chasing down and coming up with a huge stop as the ball is... So a foul was called there against, that'll be against New Zealand, but Pryor able to stop the break. Now, his first shot's good for Côte d'Ivoire. Jean-Philippe Oka cutting into this lead. Makes it a 10-point game, 64-54. New Zealand over Côte d'Ivoire. And hits the second, so it's a 9-point deficit for Côte d'Ivoire. With around 19 seconds left in the quarter. 10, back to Kate. Kate has it, 6 seconds. Kicks it down. Pryor's ready and waiting behind the line. Shot bounces off the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Côte d'Ivoire. So at the end of the third quarter, it's a 64-55 lead for New Zealand over Côte d'Ivoire. A really strong run for New Zealand in that quarter, 26 points to 18. They had 14 points in the second quarter, and then in the first 3 minutes or so matched that there in the third. So have done a really good job of being able to come back and come out of that halftime break strong. And for Côte d'Ivoire, a 9-point deficit, some work to do going into the fourth quarter. But they've been led by Jean-Philippe Oka with 13 points and 8 rebounds, looking at a double-double for him. And Rafael Udrago with 12 points and 10 rebounds. And then for New Zealand, Jaden Cecil, 31 points, 7 made threes, 3 rebounds and a steal, 7 of 12 from 3. And Jaden Cecil, 7 of 12 from 3, shooting 58% from 3. That's an absolutely outrageous number of three-pointers that he's made throughout this competition. He has been absolutely phenomenal. And certainly a player to watch, not only now, but in the future. He's showing exactly what he can do. So back underway for the 4th quarter. We will get the scoreboard fixed as soon as we can, but it is a 9-point lead for New Zealand over Côte d'Ivoire. As shot doesn't go to start things off. Ball's back with Cecil. Côte out to the wing. 3 short. Côte d'Ivoire looking to chip into this lead. As Quadio hits a high arcing shot. And again, Joey Quadio making a real impact off the bench. And Côte at the other end, blocked by Oka, who comes up with the ball. Sideline possession for Côte d'Ivoire. 7-point game. Ball's inside. Canate finishing with a reverse. Cuts it down to 5. Cecil shots off the rim, but rebounded by Thompson. Pass is red though. And layup there for Côte d'Ivoire and Nathan Jacko. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. New Zealand were up double figures earlier on, just a few minutes ago in that 3rd quarter. Sula can't hit from outside, but another chance here for New Zealand. Ball's out of bounds, Cecil can't save it. Quadio, round to Jacko. Balls into Canate, the hook shot to finish, and it's a 1-point game, 64-63. Côte d'Ivoire have done a really good job of coming back into this after being down double figures. And Thompson adds 2 more for New Zealand. Quadio. Kofi. Ball's knocked away. And Côte on the break, scoops it up, leaves it short. But we have a foul called on the play, so New Zealand leading 66-63. First team foul against Côte d'Ivoire. So it's an end line ball for New Zealand. New Zealand were up 16 points. That was their biggest lead of the game. Côte d'Ivoire have cut this down to just a single possession. Thompson passes over. And ball will go the way of Côte d'Ivoire. And an 8-2 run this quarter for Côte d'Ivoire. They put up 22 points in the first quarter. That was the highest scoring quarter of the game so far. And the winner of this game will finish in 11th place. As Manga Suba finds a lane to the basket, floats it up, doesn't get it to drop, stays with Côte d'Ivoire. Cut it down to a 1-point game. Cecil draws the foul, and Côte d'Ivoire pick up their second. Raphael Ouedraogo up to 14 points for Côte d'Ivoire after that last basket. Ouedraogo with 8 offensive rebounds, really contributing to those second chance points that have been so important for Côte d'Ivoire throughout this game. There's Cecil dancing around the outside, looks to create something for himself, a tough shot. Côte d'Ivoire with a chance to go ahead. Will take it all the way. Oh, and Ouedraogo is there for the putback. Gives Côte d'Ivoire the lead. Raphael Ouedraogo coming up big when his team need him to. Sula calling for it outside, spins off the rim, it's tipped. New Zealand will have it. Duncan can't finish. Cecil will save it in. Sula. Cecil with 6 seconds. Cecil all the way to the basket, gets the roll. And as he has done time and time again, scores for New Zealand. 33 points for Cecil. Give New Zealand back a 1-point lead, and the short jumper doesn't go for Côte d'Ivoire. A long pass over to Sula, lays in 2. As New Zealand take a 3-point lead, 70-67. And a timeout called, 5:23 to play here in the 4th quarter. What a game we've got on our hands. Teams fighting it out for 11th place here in Istanbul at the FIBA U17 World Cup. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win. Who are you supporting? Great to see the support from both sets of fans. People watching from New Zealand, watching from Côte d'Ivoire. And if you like what you're seeing, remember to like and subscribe. And you can also become a FIBA YouTube member, unlock exclusive content, get early access to highlights and lots more. You can pick your rookie, starter or MVP tier and join the community today. All the details in the description, so make sure to check that out. And follow along at NextGenHoops on Instagram and X. Use the hashtag FIBA U17. And check out all of the action from the competition. Later on today, we will have the final between the USA and Serbia. That is an absolutely must-see game. We've got the bronze medal game coming up, as well as the 9th and 10th place games. So settle in for a great day of basketball. And if you've missed any of the action from any of the games, you can go back and watch them on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. But right now, just over 5 minutes to play. Côte d'Ivoire down 3. Oh, right on cue, rocking the rim. Jean-Philippe Oka cuts it to a 1-point game. As New Zealand looks to answer, the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Côte d'Ivoire possession. If we take a look at how the teams have been matching up so far, really evenly matched. Côte d'Ivoire shooting 44.2% from the field, compared to New Zealand's 42.5%. It has been the rebounds that Côte d'Ivoire have just edged 53-50 for New Zealand. But the real difference has been those offensive rebounds. 31 offensive rebounds, leading to 20 second chance points for Côte d'Ivoire. They've really been able to take advantage of that. As the ball is knocked away, Duncan has it. Kate, back to Duncan. Looking to hand off. Apologies, Rampton. And Kate from the foul line can't get it to fall. Côte d'Ivoire ball. Mangasuba stepping through inside. And Mangasuba just runs into the wall of defense from New Zealand. Out of bounds possession. So Burrell Kofi will inbound. Just a single point in it, 79-69. New Zealand on top. Can Côte d'Ivoire answer? Oka driving baseline, insists his way to the basket. And a chance for a 3-point play at the foul line here. And Jean-Philippe Oka just powers to the basket. Up to 17 points now, along with 9 rebounds. Shooting just over 60% from the stripe this competition. Had a huge 13-rebound game against Australia, but hits the second free throw, and Côte d'Ivoire go back on top by 2. Cecil. Good ball movement here from New Zealand as Duncan drives to the basket. I think Udrago looked like he got a hand on that to put the shot off. He comes up with the rebound. His 12th rebound of the game. Udrago has just been crashing the glass. As Kofi passes out. Mangasubi in the corner. Côte d'Ivoire rolling here in the 4th quarter. They have flipped things round, and it's a 75-70 lead. Mangasuba just ready and waiting outside that 3-point line. Mangasuba with 12 points today. His second 3 of the game, so it will be New Zealand ball. This game has just been back and forth. We've had 10 lead changes. A 16-point lead was the biggest New Zealand had. They're now 5 points down. Cecil. Round to Kate. Back to Cecil. Cecil off the screen, puts it up. It's off right, not quite saved in. Looked like Kate was going to get there in time, but wasn't able to. And And that's the look that New Zealand wants. So Cecil coming off the screen, being able to find that space to get a look. Côte d'Ivoire setting things up. Mangasuba. Back to Mangasuba. 5 seconds. Oka on the baseline, gets his own rebound, has to put something up, and he does at the buzzer. And Jean-Philippe Oka just keeps working. He quietens the New Zealand crowd there. And a timeout called. It's a 7-point Côte d'Ivoire lead, 77-70. 2:43 to play, and New Zealand want a timeout as head coach Darren Larson wants to talk it through with his team. And again, just another fantastic game we're seeing here at the FIBA U17 World Cup. And we had an incredible game yesterday. In the semi-final, Serbia and Turkey set a new FIBA U17 World Cup attendance record. Back out on court, and that attendance record set yesterday in the semi-final. 8,348 people watching in person in Istanbul as Serbia and Turkey faced off in that semi-final. So just great to see so much support out there. As Cecil in the corner, shot rolls off the rim. Offensive ball goes to New Zealand, and Kate will try, too strong. Shot doesn't fall, but Ouedraogo is there for the putback. Rafael Ouedraogo, right place, right time. Doing so much out there for Côte d'Ivoire, gives them a 9-point lead. He has been crashing that offensive glass all game long. He now has a double-double of offensive rebounds and points. 18 points, 10 offensive rebounds, 13 rebounds total. But those second chance points that he has been able to get for his team have been so crucial and have been a big part of why Côte d'Ivoire are now up 9 here with just over 2 minutes to play. New Zealand looking to answer, needs to get some points quickly here. Kate. Cecil gets the handoff. Cecil runs into the double team, hands over to Duncan. Kate, 4 seconds. Shot rolls off the rim, but Kate comes up with the rebound, and another chance here for New Zealand as Cecil with the short runner. And an offensive foul is called. It will go against New Zealand. So Côte d'Ivoire will have possession. (79-70). Côte d'Ivoire with the comeback. And on that last play, that last offensive foul, it's like one of the Côte d'Ivoire players took a bit of a tough hit. So they'll just get seen to by the medical team. We hope they're doing okay. And what an incredible game this has been. Lead changes absolutely all over the place from both teams. 10 lead changes. The game has been tied 6 times. And New Zealand have led the majority of the game for just around 21 minutes or so. But Côte d'Ivoire have done a really strong job of coming back into this game. It's been a 24-6 run for them here in the fourth quarter. That's their highest points total of the game so far. Had 22 in the first quarter when they were down 2. And then just a massive run here in the fourth, and really countered that run that New Zealand went on in the third quarter, where we saw Jaden Cecil just come out firing, quite literally, with 12 points on 4 made threes in the first few minutes. So we can see some of the highlights here. And Côte d'Ivoire, they have been living in the paint. They have done a really good job of being able to get those rebounds in the paint, using their size, getting to the basket, and especially Rafael Ouedraogo, 10 offensive rebounds. And Jean-Philippe Oka with 8 offensive rebounds as well. They have had 34 O-boards compared to 22 for New Zealand. So looks like everyone's doing okay, and we're back ready to get things underway. So the call on that last possession was an unsportsmanlike foul. So that will be 2 free throws to Côte d'Ivoire, and it will also mean they have possession of the ball. So Joyce Quadio takes the first. Quadio with 3 points and a rebound, but a plus 10 in this game. Gets the second and takes himself up to 4 points now. So an 11-point Côte d'Ivoire lead, 1:42 to play. They have possession, so they can use the clock. Jacko. Round to Quadio. 4 seconds. Ouedraogo, hands off. Mangasubi with a shot that's too strong, as New Zealand will have it. So we saw this yesterday against China, when New Zealand were down later on. They were able to get some very quick points up, score some quick baskets, and obviously if you have Jaden Cecil out there, scoring quick baskets comes very naturally to him. So let's see what they'll draw up in this timeout. 81-70, Côte d'Ivoire leading New Zealand. So teams take the floor, 1:27 to play. An 11-point Côte d'Ivoire lead. New Zealand will have the ball, so look for them to get something up quickly here. As Kate gets the ball back. Brampton, ball's taken away. And Omar Mangasuba with the steal for Côte d'Ivoire. Able to keep the ball alive. Jacko has it, takes his time, lines it up, shot spins off. New Zealand need to go very quickly here. Cecil into the corner. 3 doesn't drop. And the ball's tipped, so another chance. And Cecil hits it from behind the arc. 8 3-pointers for Jaden Cecil. And will commit the foul to stop the clock. And this is what we saw late on against China yesterday. But a huge 8 made 3-pointers for Jaden Cecil. That's an absolutely incredible number. That is the most 3-pointers scored in a single game in this competition. And Jaden Cecil with 36 points. The ball's back with New Zealand. And Cecil blocked in the corner. Mangasuba getting there in time. And apologies, that wasn't a foul on the last play. It was a travel called against Côte d'Ivoire. That's why New Zealand got the ball back. And you can see them trying to get the ball to Cecil. He has it, steps back. That's a tough shot, too strong. Oka grabs the rebound, 40 seconds. And a whistle on the floor. Will they count that basket? It looks like no, they will not. The foul was against New Zealand, so Côte d'Ivoire will take it. And we go again from the end line. New Zealand ball. It's an 8-point game, just under 40 seconds to play. Look for Jaden Cecil to come off a screen and get this ball behind the three-point line. New Zealand need some very quick points, and Côte d'Ivoire just have to play some strong defense here. Time is on their side. As the ball's in, and they get the 2 points. Is Cecil now up to 38 points. Only took around 3 seconds off the clock there. That was a really strong move from Cecil. A timeout called here, and it's a 6-point game. So Côte d'Ivoire taking a timeout. Head coach Eric Anderson-Affey talking to his team. So teams coming back out onto the court. It is Côte d'Ivoire ball. They have a 6-point lead here, and they can use the clock. So New Zealand on 14 fouls. If they commit one more foul, that will put Côte d'Ivoire at the foul line, and Côte d'Ivoire do have fouls to give, just 2 this quarter. Oka, ball's intercepted. New Zealand have it. Ko will take it, scoops it up, doesn't get the roll. And a foul is called on the shot. That was exactly what New Zealand needed to do. And it will be Liam Ko here with 2 free throws for New Zealand. And again, only 7 seconds or so coming off the clock, so still a lot of time left. As Ko doesn't get the first to drop. 30.3 seconds on the clock. One more to come for Ko. Hits it. And we've got a 5-point game. New Zealand putting the pressure on. Ball's deflected. Côte d'Ivoire have it. They're going to need to get it over the halfway line. And an unsportsmanlike foul is called on the floor, so referees say there was no play on the ball. And that will go against New Zealand, so referees will just talk it over here, but as it stands, they called the unsportsmanlike. You can see there, head coach Affey also calling for the unsportsmanlike. That is the referee's decision. And we will have a head coach's challenge here from New Zealand. So head coach Darren Larson is asking for that to be reviewed. And if it is an unsportsmanlike, it's 2 free throws and possession to Côte d'Ivoire. The referees will review. So for unsportsmanlike, they're checking for no play on the ball. Looks like there was a hand on the ball there. So let's see what the referee's decision is. And coming up after this game on the FIBA YouTube channel, we have the bronze medal game between Australia and Turkey. And so the referee's decision . So the referee's saying there it is just a regular foul, I believe. Let's see what they confirm. Yeah, the challenge was successful, so they've reversed the original call that was an unsportsmanlike to a regular foul, but that is still 2 shots for Côte d'Ivoire as New Zealand are in the bonus. So it's a 5-point game, 24.3 seconds to go. Fadiga at the foul line. Doesn't get the second. Ball's out of bounds. It will go New Zealand's way, so they have a chance here. There is still some daylight for New Zealand. A 5-point game, 22.9 seconds on the clock, and you have to think they are going to look to Jaden Cecil. 38 points, 8 made threes. He has had the hot hand for New Zealand all competition long. But what a game this has been. What a fantastic display of basketball at the U17 level at the World Cup here in Istanbul. Both teams really fighting it out for 11th place. Côte d'Ivoire with an early lead, then New Zealand. Côte d'Ivoire pulled it back, and then a really strong third quarter for New Zealand where they went up 16 points. But then Côte d'Ivoire just chipped away into it, and they are now up here with 22.9 seconds to play. They're up 5, but New Zealand have left a crack in that door. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Is it going to be New Zealand, or is it going to be the Elephants from Côte d'Ivoire? And time adjusted here, 23.3 seconds on the clock. New Zealand ball on the inbound, so watch for Cecil. He is the inbounder, so watch for him to then look to get the ball back. So ball's in, Cecil does get it back, takes it to the basket, hands off to Côte, underneath the hoop, and it's a single possession game. And Côte d'Ivoire are fouled. It's a 3-point game. Coming out of that timeout, you wonder if the initial shot was to look for a 3, and if it wasn't on, take it to the basket, and that is exactly what Cecil did. Able to hand off underneath the hoop. He didn't have the look he wanted, but Liam Côte was right there and did. So New Zealand have stopped the clock. 16.7 seconds left. And the foul against Omar Mangusaba. He has 2 free throws here, a chance to take it back to a 2-possession game, and he does. And a big shot for the young player out on court for Côte d'Ivoire. 1 more to come to put it back to a 5-point lead. And gets both at the line. 2 big free throws. As it's back to a 5-point game. Cecil running down the floor. Cecil to the basket, takes it and gets the whistle. Oh no, an offensive foul. The whistle against, is that against New Zealand? That is against New Zealand, so an offensive foul called against New Zealand. And Côte d'Ivoire will have it. It's a 2-possession game. As they can play hot potato with the ball. Oh, why not? Take it down for the one-handed slam. Jean-Philippe Oka with time running down. And in the corner, Kate will hit from 3, but it won't be enough for New Zealand as Côte d'Ivoire finish in 11th place. New Zealand will take 12th. And an 85-81 win for Côte d'Ivoire over New Zealand. They withstood the comeback. Tafiti Kate hitting that 3 at the end. And New Zealand having a strong run in the last few minutes. But Côte d'Ivoire, they stood their ground in their debut at the U17 World Cup. They will finish in 11th place and pick up 3 wins. What an absolutely incredible game we've just had. It was back and forth basketball. And really, for Côte d'Ivoire to come back from 16 points down, they played their game and they played the way they wanted to. And it was those offensive rebounds that just made that extra difference. 34 offensive rebounds gave them 27 second chance points and 60 points in the paint. They played their way and they come out with a win against New Zealand. And it was Jean-Philippe Oka, 22 points and 12 rebounds, 8 of those rebounds offensive. He had 3 assists along with 4 steals and a huge 5 blocks for Jean-Philippe Oka. And then 18 points for Rafael Ouedraogo, 13 rebounds and 10 of those were offensive. And Ouedraogo really led that comeback, crashing the offensive glass, doing a really good job for Côte d'Ivoire. And then Omar Mangusaba with 14 points, hitting those 2 free throws towards the end of the game to put the game out of reach for New Zealand. But New Zealand, they did not stop fighting as they have done all tournament long. Jaden Cecil, 38 points, playing 34 minutes of the game. He was 8 made threes from behind the 3-point line. 8 threes, the most in a single game in this tournament so far. Added in 4 rebounds and a steal. And alongside him, Tafiti Kate had 14 points for New Zealand. 5 steals for Kate. A really big performance from him. And then Liam Coe with 7 points and 9 rebounds along with 3 assists. So if you liked what you've seen there, make sure to stick around for the next game coming up, because Australia and Turkey will be fighting it out for 3rd place. And then Slovenia and China will go for 9th and 10th. And then in the final game of the day, the USA and Serbia. Who is going to come out on top? You can check out the game predictor on the FIBA U17 World Cup website. Guess the winner and the margin of victory in those games. And you can be in with the chance of winning an official FIBA U17 game ball and some Nike gift cards. Loads of action still to come on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. So remember to like and subscribe. Follow along at NextGenHoops on Instagram and X and use the hashtag FIBA U17. So thank you to everybody who's watched live on the YouTube channel. Stick around because you don't want to miss a second more of the action. But the final score from here, Côte d'Ivoire finish in 11th place with an 85-81 win over New Zealand.